that sound, hear it all now. Welcome everyone, and I'd like to remind everyone that I do have a problem with cell phones, so if anybody in the audience has a cell phone or a school board member that has a cell phone on, that I'd ask them to put it on mute and ask them if they need to use their phone, would they please leave the room to do it, because again, I do have a problem with that and with cell phones. So we got Mr. McCaleb here. Mr. Jones is not going to be able to be here tonight. Something came up. One other thing I would like to bring is read this. Smith County Board of Education has determined that the meeting electronically is necessary to protect public health, safety, and welfare in light of the COVID-19 outbreak, and this determination will be placed in the minutes of the board meeting conducted electronically. No one, as far as I know, will not be doing, Mr. Jones will not be doing electronics, so as we go on with that, I would like to bring up the first item on the business would be for our awards recognition for countywide teachers for 2020-21. I think we're going to have Mr. Towns to do that. Do you have any of your teachers here to?
No, sir, they're not here, but I wanted to read a little bit out to you.
Okay, yes, please.
Y'all hear me all right?
That's where you go.
The pre-K through fourth grade Teacher of the Year is Ms. Cheryl Taylor. She's from Forks River Elementary. She has 14 years of experience and served for the past 13 years at Forks River. She currently teaches first grade and serves as the Assembly's liaison and field trip coordinator at Forks River School. She's the pre-K through fourth grade Teacher of the Year. The 5th through 8th grade Teacher of the Year is Miss Amanda Hicks. She currently has 13 years of experience and has taught the past 7 years at Smith County Middle School. She currently teaches 5th grade English and Language Arts at Smith County Middle. The high school Teacher of the Year is Mr. Daryl White from Gordonsville High School. He has 11 years of experience and has taught for the past 3 years at Gordonsville High School. He currently teaches chemistry, Chemistry 2, Physics, and the ACT preparatory course at Gordonsville High School. He also serves as the Beta Club sponsor at Gordonsville High School. All 3 of these teachers had outstanding applications and do a fantastic job, and they have all submitted their applications for regional judging. We haven't heard back from those yet, but congratulations to all those 3 Teachers of the Year. We had lots of applicants from every school and had a really good group to pick from this time. Outstanding teachers for teachers.
Thank you, Mr. Towns. And I'd also like to add that is, to me, would be an honor for that many teachers to be submitted for this, and having these particular ones that are selected, that to me would be an honor also. And I want to thank these teachers for I thank all the teachers and all the staff for what they do, because they go way and beyond the call of duty to do what they do. We've got the next item on the agenda is our consent items. You've all had a chance to, I hope, to look over your board packets and look at these items. The first item is the board minutes. Do I have a motion to approve those?
So moved.
I've got a motion. Do I have a second?
Second.
Any discussion? All in motion? All in favor? Opposed? Okay, second thing is permission to attend the following school events at Smith County High School. We've got, I think there is, best I can tell right here, we've got varsity cheerleaders for June 12th to the 14th, and LaGrange, Georgia. That'll be an overnight stay. Do I have a motion on that one?
Motion to approve.
Do I have a second?
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Third item is permission to attend the following school events for Gordonsville High School. This is FCCLA State Leadership Conference in April the 13th through the 15th in Chattanooga. Again, this is overnight stay. Do I have a motion to grant this?
So moved.
Second?
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor? Opposed? The last request is for the summer school guidelines for 9 through 12. Request to approve the 2021 summer school guidelines for grades 9 through 12. Anybody got any questions? If not, do I have a motion?
So moved.
Second?
Second.
Okay, got a question? Yes, sir.
Well, the money on this right here, I was reading about it. What's the half credit? Is it, they don't need a full credit and they just go over half a semester?
Yeah, some of, especially at the high school level, so a lot of it's on a half credit or a credit. You know, we've got some, depending on what they're needing, and they will work on their own. Some of them can go in there in a day or two and be that close to getting done. Some of them will take the entire time.
So when would we know what students are required to have that, or what time do they know that they need it?
The principal will contact them and they'll turn it into us, the list for recommended.
Okay.
They'll have plenty of time to make.
They will have plenty
Yeah.
of time. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Jones, I have Apple, who seconded that? Who did you second?
I did.
Mr. Lewis.
Okay.
Okay, we've got a motion, second. Any more discussion on it? All in favor? Opposed? Superintendent's actions. I know you've all had a chance to look at all this. Do you have any questions for Mr. Smith on any of this? If not, we'll go on to new business A. This is a policy amendment, 6.312, use of personal communication devices and electronic devices. What this is to basically is removing the second sentence beginning in line 2 and ending in line 4 due to the outdated language in the policy. This is the first of 2 readings. Do I have a motion on this one?
So moved.
Second?
Second.
A second. Any discussion? All in favor? Opposed? New business B. This is another policy amendment, code 6.313 code and conduct for K through 6 and 6.3131 code conduct for grades 7 through 12. Do I have a motion?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Lewis, second.
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor? Opposed? Okay, we go to item C. This is policy amendment, again, for 1.700 school district goals. Do I have a motion?
Motion to approve.
Second?
Second.
Do I have any discussion on this one? All in favor? Opposed? Item D, another policy amendment. Be 5.100 personal goals. Do I have a motion?
I'll make a motion.
Do I have a second? Second. Joe. Any discussions? All in favor?
Yes, sir.
Opposed? Okay, this is new business E. The following teachers are going to be recommended for tenure. You all understand that, how this works. We have to do them one at a time. The first one's at Carthage Elementary, and that's Jared Strangenberg, okay? Do I have a motion for this teacher?
I'll make a motion.
Got a motion and a second.
Lewis?
And Mr. Apple.
Apple. Okay.
Any discussion? All in favor? Opposed? Okay, the second teacher to be granted tenure is at Gordonsville Elementary. This will be Corrine Miller.
I'll make the motion.
Okay, got a
Second.
vote? And got a second? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? I didn't ask for no discussion, but I didn't figure there'd be any on it, so. Okay, the third person that will be at Union Heights Elementary, that's Kelly Elrod. Do I have a motion?
Second.
Second, David. Any discussion? All in favor? Opposed? Okay. Guess the next thing we'll have will be an update on our COVID situation. Mr. Smith, would you like to give us some updates on that, please?
Yeah, as of late today, we had 3 positive cases in students. We had 2 positive cases in employees. We had 67 quarantined and 1 employee exposed. So, and I've got Ms. Brittany here too, if anybody's got any questions, but we seem to be doing real well. We've got a good start back in our support. Our softball team's got down, but we're doing so much better. I think our perception of getting 6 foot apart and making sure we're wearing our masks as a group. I think the quarantines are working. I think hopefully they're getting the herd immunization. We're getting, the numbers are going up. I think he's got the variables in. I think we're starting to see, because we know we're gonna see numbers climb when we put them back together, because we're just in a situation that we can't get that far apart a lot of times like we were, but I think overall, and Brittany, you're welcome to, you're in it every day, updating me, so, I feel like we're doing a much better job than what we were and we need to be, so, anybody got any questions?
Yes, sir. Ma'am, if you don't mind, just, in a brief amount of, how have we progressed? We're looking really good. Are we headed in a good direction? We managing this thing best we can? Is there something else that the board can do that helps?
I think we've all gotten a little bit wiser over time, with it. People have taken it very serious. I think they've seen, people in our own community and our own school system have been affected by it. Makes it more personal, makes people take a little more accountability for what they can do. But I think, we'll see how things kind of play out over the next 2 weeks. Mr. Smith and I kind of discussed that with everybody being back together. We do have classrooms. I know the high school has a Spanish class that has over 30 high school students in it. Some of our lower elementary kind of have things that are pretty tight, so space is not our friend. But it does seem like Mr. Smith says we have had a lot of employees to be fully vaccinated now at this point. We have a lot of employees that have had the virus already, so it does seem like we're getting a little closer to herd immunity in our own setting, hopefully. So it's looking much better. We've definitely seen a decrease in numbers overall.
And one thing I left out too, we're doing a much better job with the products we're using to keep the schools cleaner. Not necessarily to look at, but the products we're using specifically designed for COVID. I think that's hopefully, if they're working as they're supposed to, because something's happened. And I think that between just self-awareness, you don't see people run up and share drinks and they try to they're talking to you, they're backing up, you know what I mean? So I think it's a lot of things, I think. I didn't mean to take away from you, but I just think it's a lot of things are adding together to help.
But I think we better be cautious here also, because common sense are probably going to tell you, now that we're all back in school and we got 30 people in a classroom where you used to have 15, you got spring break coming up in 2 weeks, it wouldn't surprise me, so let's don't all go panicky when 3 weeks come.
I think we're definitely going to see our numbers climb.
I believe it's going to climb.
Yes, we 100% expect for it to climb, and, we understand that. Definitely our numbers are lower because what we did work. Mr. Smith and I have talked about that a lot. People have, we've heard a lot of that in the community of why we go back sooner to full on, our numbers are good, our numbers are low. That was the point of going back, our spacing the kids out and going half days, for the students. So, yeah, I do think we will see an increase in numbers because, as you know, there's not a vaccine currently for children. So we're still gonna see kids that are gonna get sick, and we're gonna have to send kids home. We had to send home a class today from one school for that. So we're gonna still continue to see that, but we're hoping overall, just, with more of our teachers being vaccinated, we won't have the staffing issues in particular, and that will help keep us.
I think I texted Joe, for 60 days, we were like 210, I had to go back and look. We got down to like 20 something for the county 2 weeks ago. We're back up today to 51. So you're gonna see a spike for sure, and I think one reason I asked Mr. Whitaker to be here, I was in some of your classes today over there downstairs, you know, and they're huge adults, and they're packed full, and it's just, and it's the size of the adults, I mean, you know, but if you get somebody in that room exposed, you're gonna have an issue, there's nothing, I don't think you can do any different, any better. It's just, schools weren't designed to be 6 foot apart.
But we're not mandating masks, it's just voluntary if they want to wear one, isn't
It
it?
is, but we're having, in some schools, we're having a good number that are wearing them.
Won't wear.
I'll say, for instance, Sports River, if you go up there, all the way down to their pre-K, they just put their little mask on when they walk out in the hall and when they're around other groups.
It's peer
They do
pressure.
a really good job, and all the schools do a great job, but that school in particular, I just want to brag on.
Some of the
Even
schools
their
are doing a
little
good job with what I call it adult peer pressure.
Yeah.
You make you feel out of, they make you feel out of place if you don't have one, so, which is a good thing.
I got a question.
Yes, sir.
Why are we sending entire classrooms home because one student?
It depends on, it's case by case. I mean, we look at every situation. You have certain schools that have a lot of inclusion, RTI type setting, where they do, what we call centers. So they rotate on a basis throughout the day, so you're gonna have a lot of intermingling in that classroom where they're gonna be within that 6 feet range for more than 15 minutes. When they do those centers and rotate through those, inclusion things, and they have to do that. There's not something they can get around. Those settings, particularly your small, pre-K through 4th grade in general, are just gonna be more out to be on top of each other. There's not much you can do about separating those little ones. So those classes are the ones in particular that we see, it's not every time even, but a lot of the times, if you get one that's actively sick and positive in that class, you've got a pretty good chance you're gonna get everybody in there. The older classes, we do a much better job at that, because they just don't tend to clump up together. Does that answer your question?
Kinda, I guess.
Any other questions for Mr. Smith? Or Mr. Anybody? Okay. Next thing is our annual policy review. I guess you've all had a chance to look at all of that. Nothing we have to vote on or anything, everybody need to look at it. Last thing on the issue on the agenda would be executive session. Mr. Winkler, you don't have anything to bring up, executive session. So, with that, anybody got anything else? Do I have a motion to adjourn?
Second.
Second. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?